So for a while, we have a lot of integration requests from the customer, right? Integration requests are growing, and so are our backlog, right? Leading to big headaches, including resource constraint and sunk costs, right? A lot of this integration coming from brands, especially enterprise, right? It has to require customization, right? Is the custom integration requires a lot of professional service hours, or if the brand have to spend a lot of in-house development effort on that, it is expensive, it's complex to implement, is a nightmare to maintain over time. People leave organization, how can you actually making sure that knowledge transfer happen and that you can provide support, long-term support for it. So custom integration is just very hard to manage on that sense, right? And more than that, when you do custom, you cannot repeat it, right? So one solution that is developed for one customer cannot be taken applied to another customer. So you cannot scale. It's really, really hard. And then again, it takes a long time from launch, from start to launch. So with LivePerson, we're leveraging Workato to accelerate the action to automation, right? So we are a conversational AI platform. So we're focusing on the messaging experience for our brand. So we want to integrate our messaging experiences with the brand internal system. Brand come with thousands of different, system, from ticketing system, CRM system, payment system, you can name it, right? So the interaction is triggered by consequential events. So for example, when a customer abandoned the cart, you can actually follow up afterward, right? That is basically can simply be created using a Workato workflow, interacting with the LivePerson internal system and the brand basically system, right? So integrating with third-party system is typically not a straightforward process for any software vendor or provider, right? If you're here, you probably know about it, right? It requires code development for the custom integration. It cannot be reused, like I mentioned before. So integration can take long from the start to launch, and it's costly. So we solve this problem for our customer using inventing this integration hub, is where we basically a central hub where we're actually handling all the integration for the customer. So your one-stop shop for easy setting up and kind of like quickly wire up your the brand system, internal system with basically LivePerson conversational cloud, right? So no more expensive, complex. It's very self-service, like it's quick and easy to set up, especially with Workato out-the-box template, integration workflow, or Workato call it integration recipe. Workato make it super simple to actually embed their platform into any other platform, right? And I kid you not, when I was doing this project last year in 2021, we started with one engineer, right? And that is basically my engineering manager. We was building the team at the same time as building the product itself. And we're building multiple, integration project and not just Workato, and Workato is just one of it. And because the Workato makes the embedded platform so easy to integrate, we were able to just, launch the, embed the entire platform, as you see on the screen right here, within our system. So the shell that you see with the dark blue on the outside, that is our conversational AI platform. And we have something called the integration hub. But soon on the next screen, you will see how it is being embedded, right? But we basically allow our customer to discover and activate Workato on their account as needed, right? So that they can explore it. And then once they actually activated the Workato account so that we can measure the adoption of the product, we actually built we pre-built a bunch of what we call recipe template. So these are like workflow templates, right? That is relevant to our LivePerson customer. It's for their particular use case, right? So for example, when a lead is created in Salesforce, we can send an outbound message via the messaging channel, right? When the order is created in Shopify, for example, right? Or when order is status change, whether if it is changed to, change to ship, then you can send a message to actually, hey, your order is shipped right now, right? Or when they actually deliver, you can actually send them a message to thank you. You can also send them a discount code, right? So it's really facilitating a two-way conversation within the brands and the consumer, and giving a better consumer experience. And Workato is all help us to do that all behind the scene, right? So once the customer embedded, right, they get access to all the connectors that Workato provided, which is thousands of different out-the-box connector. They can quickly create a connection. They can quickly build the recipe within our platform. So as you can see, right, the blue on the outside, that's our basically conversational AI LivePerson platform. But anything white on the inside, or gray and white on the inside that you see, that is entirely coming from Workato. That is not LivePerson, right? So we don't have to build any of that, and we can leverage what Workato already built and be good at. And so people can quickly build this recipe, right? In this particular example, like, you can see the workflow can be, built by drag and drop component. And it's very logical for somebody who is not as technical to be able to achieve this, right?